신명기 31장. Deuteronomy chapter 31. Then Moses went out and spoke these words to all Israelites. I am now 120 years old, and I am no longer able to lead you. The Lord has said to me, you shall not cross the Jordans. The Lord your God himself will cross over ahead of you. He will destroy these nations before you, and you will take possession of their land. Joshua also will cross over ahead of you, as the Lord said, and the Lord will do to them so what he did to Sihon or Og, the kings of Amorite, whom he destroyed along with their land. The Lord will deliver them to you, and you must do to them all that I have commanded you. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them. For the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Then Moses summoned Joshua and said to him in the presence of all Israel, be strong and courageous, for you must go with these peoples into the land that the Lord swore to their forefathers to give them you, and you must divide it among them as an inheritance. The Lord himself goes before you, and he will be with you, and he will never leave you or forsake you. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. So Moses wrote down this law and gave it to the priests, the sons of Levi, who carried the ark of the covenant of the Lord, and to all the elders of Israel. Then Moses commanded them at the end of every 7 years, in the years for canceling debts, during the feast of tabernacles, when all Israel comes to appear before the Lord your God at the place he will choose. You shall read these laws before them in their hearings, assembling the people's men, the women and the children and the aliens living in your towns, so they can listen and learn to fear the Lord your God and follow carefully all the words of this law. Their children who do not know this law must hear it and learn to fear the Lord your God as long as you live in the land you are crossing the Jordan to possess. The Lord said to Moses, now the days of your death is near to call Joshua and present yourselves at the tent of meetings where I will commission him. And so Moses and Joshua came and presented themselves at the tent meeting. Then the Lord prepared the tent and the pillars of a cloud, and the cloud stood over the entrance to the tent. And the Lord said to Moses, you are going to rest with your fathers. These people will soon prostitute themselves to foreign gods or the law they are entering. They will forsake me and break the covenant I made with them. One day I will become angry with them and forsake them. I will hide my face from them, and they will be destroyed. Many disasters and difficulties will come upon them, and that they will ask, have not these disasters come upon us because our children and I will hide in my face, and many disasters and difficulties will come upon them that have not disasters upon us because this is us. I will certainly hide my face on that day because of the all wickedness will bring to my gods. And now write down for yourselves this, teach it to the Israelites, and have them sing it, and so that you will be witness and against me when I have brought them into the lands flowing with milk and honey, the land I promised on the oath to their forefathers, and when they eat their fears and thrive, they will turn to other gods and worship them, rejecting me and breaking my covenant. And when my disasters and difficulties come upon them, these songs testify against them, because it will not be forgotten by their descendants. I know what they are disposed to do, even before I bring them into the land I promised them on earth. So Moses wrote down these songs that day and taught it to the Israelites. Then the Lord gave this command to Joshua son of Nun: be strong and courageous, for you will bring the Israelites into the land promised them on oath, and I myself will be with you. After Moses finished writing in the book the laws was of these laws from the beginning to end, he gave this command to the Levites who carried the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord: take this book of the Lord in the places beside the Ark of the Covenant of the Lord your God. This it will remain as a witness against you, for I know how rebellious and stiff-necked you are. If you've been rebellious against the Lord, while I am still alive with you, so how much more will you rebel after I die? Assembly before me all the elders of your tribes and all your officials, so that I can speak these words in their hearings, cause heaven and earth to testify against them. For I know that after this you are sure to become utterly corrupt and to turn from the way I have commanded you. In days of disasters I will fall upon you, because you will do evils in the sight of the Lord, and provoke him to anger by what your hands have made. And Moses recites the words of this song from the beginning to end in the hearings of the whole assembly of Israel.